So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Adventure Comics number 326, published November 1964, with story by Jerry Siegel and art by John Forte. The time has come to destroy the boy Legionnaires. My victim will be Superboy. I select Element Lad. My choice is Chameleon Boy. Great Krypton, the girl Legionnaires are plotting against us boys. How will they attack and when? Like the famed Three Musketeers, the motto of the great Legion of Superheroes of the 30th century has always been one for all and all for one. Yes, they'd brave any fantastic dangers, even sacrifice their lives to save one another. Can you guess what amazingly causes the end of this spirit of camaraderie and slashes the Legion in two? See for yourself what happens when a civil war erupts within the Legion and its superheroines versus the superheroes in the Revolt of the Legion of the Girl Legionnaires. Nice shooting, Triplicate Girl. You're blasting apart those statues of Invisible Kid, Brainiac 5, and Cosmic Boy, just as you doomed the superheroes they represent. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed defeating Element Lad. It was a pleasure, right, Shrinking Violet? Right up with the superheroines, down, down, down with this boy superhero. So, we open up with Saturn Girl calling on Light Lass. The cellular trim ray treatment to get rid of unwanted extra pounds quickly will have to wait. And so then we also get Triplicate Girl and Shrinking Violet and Supergirl. The reason there's two is because one of them is Prody 2 playing around. We also get Phantom Girl, who was at the Hall of Knowledge. All the female superheroes. Maybe this is what we waited for so long, girls. I have a feeling Operation Betrayal is about to begin. So, some of the Legionnaires are off on a mission, and Saturn Girl says, change course, fly to Galaxy V79 and patrol it for 1 month. An alarming upsurge of space villainy is going on. So she's just trying to get rid of some of the Legionnaires, and then the rest are going to destroy who's left. And you can see which ones they choose. Triplicate Girl has 3. She's going to take out Invisible Kid, Brainiac 5, and Cosmic Kid all by herself. So it'll be interesting to see how she does that. So Element Lad and Light Lass are off seemingly on a date at the Avenue of Planets. And meanwhile, Saturn Girl and Superboy are off doing their own thing. To the cosmos forever, sure is the most sensational music space extravaganza ever staged. It's fabulous. So she asks Element Lad to go out on a little romantic rendezvous. So they fly, and then they find this place next to a waterfall and remove their flying belts. May I confess something, Element Lad? To me, you've always been the handsomest, most fascinating Legionnaire of all. I'm out of my element when it comes to romancing girls, but... So they kiss, and Element Lad prophetically says, gee, I've never felt like this before. I'm so happy I feel light as a feather. Then become as one. Become as light as one. You gullible simpleton, I'm rendering your boots super lightweight so you'll float to the mountain peak. You'll be stranded there until you starve to death. I don't know what's come over you, Light Lass, but I'll fight back. Okay, so I was trying to figure out, why did she just do the boots? Why not just do him? If you had a magical pair of weightless boots, you wouldn't float. The boots might float if you removed them. Okay, so he changes his boots into neutronium, the heaviest metal in the universe, and she says, stupid male, it's absurdly simple for me to make even neutronium super lightweight. And so he flies up and lands at the top of the mountain, but then stops flying up. And she also says, up, up, up you go, and now that I've locked in the weight condition, I want your superpower can't save you. Stay on the peak and be doomed. Haha. So I guess she can lock in the weightlessness. There's a lot of problems with this. A lot of physics problems. But I don't know. Jerry Siegel's sometimes a little loosey-goosey with his uh, physics. So she blows up the statue of Element Lad, representing his destruction. So meanwhile, Triplicate Girl is going to take out 3, all by herself. First up is Invisible Lad. If I can turn the page. And so they kiss, and each one of them, she gives a ring. Please accept this ring with my love, Invisible Kid. People will know we're engaged when you wear my ring, Brainiac 5. Brainiac 5 never seems to figure out anything for 12th level intelligence. I give my heart to you with this ring, Cosmic Boy. And they all shrink down. Oh, I'm dwindling down to tiny size. What a giggle. I mean, what a shame, giggle. I'm becoming teensy weensy. How small of you, lover boy. What's happening to me? You're getting much tinier than your big fat male conceited ego. And so she puts them in an old time matchbox. But apparently maybe they make a comeback in the 30th century. So he can't do anything because the matchbox is made of wood. So his magnetic powers don't work. So apparently she says, haha, I pressed the stones in the rings and a time device sprayed a shrinking chemical on the Legionnaires instants later when they were wearing the rings. It was the same chemical that causes my costume to shrink whenever I dwindle in size. Okay, that seems pretty powerful. Haha, down go the Invisible Kid, Brainiac 5, and Cosmic Boy statues symbolizing their defeat. Our defeat of them, Shrinking Violet. Congratulations to us. Ha ha ha. Inhabitable planets are becoming so crowded that someday invulnerable globe cities may be placed within water worlds and even flaming suns. I am aware telepathically of the triumph of Triplicate Girl, Light Lass, and Shrinking Violet. Now it's my turn to doom the mightiest boy legionnaire of all, Superboy. Since he is the toughest to defeat, my glory will be the greatest. So what in the world is going on? Why are the female members attempting to destroy all the male members? We'll find out in part 2.